What is up, you guys? Bailey R here, and it is finally time. It is finally time for me to count down the best of the best for this year. I'm doing my top 40 metal albums of 2015. Yeah, a top 40. Early in the year, I was thinking about doing just a top 20, top 25, or a top 30. Excuse me. But I decided there were so many albums, so many damn great albums that came out this year, that I decided to do a top 40. Now, two things before I go do the list. Numbers 40 through 15, I'll probably just talk about real quickly because I don't want this video to be too long. And yeah. And also, guys, second thing, keep in mind, this is my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right, and I'm not saying you should agree with me. Just in my opinion, these are the best. With that being said, let's start off with the list. Number 40, Order Shall Prevail by Jungle Rot. Jungle Rot, they give off a pretty damn decent, good, old school death metal feel, and I like it. So yeah. Number 39, I'm gonna butcher this to all fucking hell, but I'm gonna try. Sonvar Els Ordu by Misspiring, I don't know. Now this album got a lot of praise, so you're probably thinking, why is it so low on the list? Well, the reason why it's so low on the list is because I didn't listen to it as much as I should have. I didn't come back to it multiple times like I did with a lot of albums this year. So, yeah, that's why it's so low. But it's still good nonetheless. Really good Icelandic black metal. Number 38, North Lane with Node. They're an Australian metalcore band that has gained a lot of exposure over the years. And I thought this was a pretty damn good album. I don't like it as much as I did earlier in the year, but it's still pretty damn good nonetheless. Yeah, a pretty decent metalcore. Number 37, Of Beauty and Rage by Red. You can argue this is both rock and metal, but since there is a lot of metal in here, that's why it's on the list. Red, of course, are a Christian band, which I don't have a problem with at all. Well, as long as the music is good to me, I don't know why I would, but anyway, yeah. But yeah, I just thought this was a pretty damn decent album. Oh, and by the way, that is one of the few albums this year that I own. And by the way, the only albums in this video I'm going to show are albums I actually own on physical copy. So yeah, and that's the first one I do. Yeah, just pretty good. Number 36, Inhumane Minimalism by Human Serpent. And this album is this low on the list. Same thing for Miss Byron's album. I didn't get to listen to it a lot. I only got to give it a couple or few listens. But it is still good. It's basically blackened grindcore. It's really chaotic, fast, in-your-face black metal with some grindcore in there from Greece. And it's just, yeah, pretty damn good. Number 35, I might get shit for this one, but again, guys, just remember it's my opinion. Repentless by Slayer. Of course, we all know who Slayer is. They're one of the most famous thrash metal bands of all time. And my only real gripe with this album is that some of the lyrics on here are very cheesy, and I mean very fucking cheesy. Let's get high! But other than that, I still thought this was a pretty decent album. So yeah. Number 34, Tesseract with Polaris. This is actually a kind of beautiful music in a way. Well, with the vocals, they're actually kind of beautiful vocals. And yeah, these guys are progressive metal and gent. I don't know if gent's really a genre, but still prog metal and gent. And I think they do the style of music pretty good. This is actually the first Tesseract album I've gotten to listen to. I just never got around to listening to these guys before, but I'm glad I finally did, and that's number 34. Number 33, Lamb of God, Seven Sturm Undrawn, Drain, I think. Everyone knows who these guys are too. They're a groove, like, thrash metal band, I think from Virginia, right? Yeah, I think from Virginia. And yeah, and Randy Blythe on this album did something he's never done before. Clean vocals. He actually did some singing on this album, and he's got a good singing voice. He really does. And yeah, and songs like Overlord and 512 I thought were pretty damn good songs. Number 32, Ensiferum, One Man Army. This is they're one of my favorite folk metal bands, Ensiferum, and I thought this was a pretty damn good album. Earlier in the year, I liked it a lot more, but I still like it overall. And yeah, just some pretty damn good folk metal. Number 31, The Dreaming Eye by Achilles. I think it's Achilles. They're a black metal band from here in the U.S. I don't know what state, but I know they're from the U.S. They used to be like ambient music, but now they're black metal, and this is very evil, dark, explosive black metal that a lot of people have praised the hell out of this year, and deservedly so. And yeah, just really explosive black metal. Number 30, Between the Buried and Me with Coma Ecliptic. Earlier in the year, this was a lot higher on the list, but it's still on the list. I have that album. So yeah. Damn it, hold on. Like I said, I think this is a pretty damn good album. These guys have a lot of love and a lot of hate because they add metalcore, and it's not real metal. It's metal, and yeah, not only did they add metalcore, but they also had like jazz, tech death, progressive metal, and I really like it. And I thought it was a good album. Number 29, Irreversible Mechanism with Infinite Fields. This is a technical death metal band from Belarus, and believe it or not, this is the first metal band from Belarus that I've heard of. So I need to check out more stuff from Belarus. But yeah, this is a really damn good tech death, and I think this is their debut. I think. Don't hold me to that, but it's just really damn good tech death. Number 28, Rivers of Nile with Monarchy. Another technical death metal band, but this time from the US. They're from Pennsylvania, I think. Yeah, Pennsylvania. And this is actually the first stuff I've heard by them. I haven't heard their debut yet. I have heard their debut got some mixed reviews. Some people, like quite a bit of people, didn't like it. So I can't tell you what I think about it. But I think this album is good. This album got a lot of good reviews, and deservedly so. And yeah, I just think it's a pretty damn good album. Number 27, Blackfast, Terms of Surrender. Blackfast, they're a very ferocious, evil as hell, blackened thrash band from the US. And Mike and me got to see these guys live. Oh, and I also forgot to mention Mike and me got to see Rivers of Nile live last month. And another band I've seen on here live, Red. I saw them a few years ago. But yeah, Blackfest, they're just as ferocious live as they are in the studio. Like I said, very ferocious, black and thrash. It's just really chaotic and ferocious and fast as hell. Number 26, Antaliv by Shooter, whatever they're called. Of course, they're a Norwegian black metal band that, until earlier this year, I had no idea who they were. Sorry guys, I'm late to the party. And again, thank you to YXM for introducing me to these guys when he talked about them in a video. And yeah, just this really evil, explosive black metal that I just really like. And I thought this is a good album. Number 25, Psalms by Lorna Shore. Lorna Shore, they're a deathcore band from New Jersey. And this is their debut. And this is like some very, very dark, heavy, at some points even evil deathcore that I think a lot of deathcore fans will like. Even if you're not too big on deathcore, I think you actually might like this. The song Grimoire, easily my favorite song off the album, and yeah, just some good solos and riffs, and yeah. Number 24, Gorod, A Maze of Recycled Creeds. This is a technical death metal band from France. Mike and me, we got to see not the band live, but their drummer was filling in for Beyond Creation during Summer Slaughter. I mean, he was filling in for Beyond Creation's drummer at Summer Slaughter. So we got to see him drum live, and he was good. And this is a pretty damn good album. Like the lyrics and the, just blast beats galore and fucking very technical guitar riffs and solos. Number 23, definitely easily the most famous band on this list. Iron Maiden, The Book of Souls. And of course, I don't have to tell you who these guys are. Heavy metal legends who just reached their 40th anniversary this year. And just fucking wow. This is a damn good album. Not their best, but good nonetheless. Songs like Speed of Light, The Empire of Clouds, which is the longest song they've ever made at 18 minutes. It is really good. And yeah. And they keep just going and going. Number 22, Napalm Death with Apex Predator, Easy Meat. Of course, these guys are a legendary grindcore band, legends in the grindcore scene. If you know about grindcore, you know this band. They're pretty much probably the innovators of grindcore, and they come out with yet another good, solid album, in my opinion. Just, of course, there's not only grindcore in here, but there's also some death metal. Smash a Single Digit and Cesspits are probably my two favorite songs off the album. And of course, a lot of the songs on here are like at the 2.5 minute length. But again, it's grindcore, so yeah. Yeah, good album. Number 21, Shrine of Insanabilis, I think. I don't know. With Disciples of the Void. This is the newest band on this list. This band just formed this year. They're a black metal band from Germany. And holy shit, this is some very chaotic black metal. And I think this is a hell of a debut. Like I said, very chaotic. Fast black metal. With like blast beats galore, very good vocals and guitar and bass. And yeah. Number 20, so yeah, the top 20. Number 20, Gruesome with Savage Land. This sounds exactly like Death. This sounds just like Death, and that's actually the whole point. They're basically like a tribute band to Death, and I think they do it perfectly. Like this sounds like something Death would probably release if they were still around. But yeah, this is a damn good album. I just really like this album, and good job, Gruesome, of bringing back some old school death metal. Now, number 19 is Holy War by Die Artist Murder. This is the first vinyl I ever bought. Yeah, guys, I didn't get to start collecting vinyls till this year, but yeah. Just really, really good deathcore. Quite a people don't like them. It's totally understandable. Like, well, I guess, but I mean, it's your opinion. But yeah, and of course, they're from Australia. This is their third album, and yeah, and I just really love this. There's a lot of death metal influence in here, and this album's like fucking very evil and all that. And yeah, and check out songs like Light Bearer, the title track. Just really damn good songs. So yeah. Number 18 is What Should Not Be Unearthed by Nile. I think we all know who these guys are. Tech death geniuses from South Carolina who really love Egyptian mythology and culture. And yeah, I think this is definitely a step up from their last album, At the Gates of Sethu, which a lot of people did not like. I'm not saying I hated it. I just didn't think it was too good. I thought it was alright. This one is a lot better in my opinion. This was a lot higher on my list, like in my top 5, even top 10 at least. But still my top 20, and it's really good. Number 17. Black Tongue, The Unconquerable Dark. This is my highest ranked deathcore album on this list. And yeah, I didn't get to listen to too many deathcore albums this year, but this is my highest ranked one. And what can I fucking say about Black Tongue? They're from England, I believe. Yeah, I think they're from the UK, and they're just a very heavy as hell, evil, down-tempo deathcore band. That's just, the vocals sound so evil, and the down-tempo riffs are oof. Like, if you don't like deathcore, this probably will make you like it even less, because down-tempo deathcore is not for everyone, but I liked it, and it's at number 17. Number 16, Revenge, Behold Total Rejection. This is going to be on a lot of people's end of the year list, and even in a lot of people's top 5, top 10. For me, it's not quite there, but it is in my top 20. And just, these guys are one of the heaviest bands in the world right now, if not the heaviest. This is just chaotic, destructive as fuck, blackened death metal from Canada. And they've gotten a lot of attention over the last year, especially since they were on the part 1 of the Black Metal Warfare tour with Mayhem and Watain when they opened up for them. And that part of the tour, that got them a lot of new attention, a lot of new fans. And I'm a new fan of them too. And yeah, a good album. Here we go, the top 15. Excuse me. Alright. Sorry. Number 15, Derweg Einer Freiheit with Stellar. This is an atmospheric black metal band, I think from Germany? Greece? I forgot what country they're from. They're from Europe, I know that. But yeah, very, very good atmospheric black metal that, again, Wyatt, this is another band he introduced me to, so thank you again, Wyatt XM. And yeah, just, wow, there's only 6 tracks, but whew, a lot of them are very long, most of them are. And yeah, just, I fucking love this album. It's just very beautiful atmospheric black metal. Number 14, Motion Device with Eternalize. This is another band that is rock, but also like heavy metal. If you don't know who these guys are, they are a heavy metal, hard rock band from Canada. And the vocalist is a 14-year-old girl named Sarah. And the other members in the band, I believe, are her brother and sister, who are like 17, 18. And I think her cousins, who are probably about 22, 21. So these guys are all still very, very young. And they've made this. Like, they're trying to keep the old school heavy metal and rock style going. And I think you guys are doing a damn good job of that. And yeah, definitely check this out. My favorite songs are Fearless, Be the Light, which is an emotional song. So yeah. Number 13. Oh. Namaday by OXXOXOOX. Definitely the weirdest album of the year. If you want to listen to something that is completely different and completely 100% original, check this band out. And what I mean by original, this band created their own language. Yeah, these guys have created their own language for their music. That is original as hell. That is so original, and I applaud them for that. And they're I don't even know what fucking, they're like tons of genres. They're all over the place with their genres. They're from France, I know that. Like I said, this is in their own language that they created themselves. And yeah. Now this type of music isn't for everyone, because like I said, it is very, very weird. It's extremely weird and completely different. But like I said, if you want to try something different and weird, check out this band. Number 12. Whoops. Abysmal by the Black Dahlia Murder. I don't think I have to tell you to check out the Black Dahlia Murder. They're a melodic death metal band from Michigan, and if you listen to death metal, you know who these guys are. They're just, oof. They don't disappoint in my opinion, and I think I actually might like this album as much, if not better, than Everblack. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but that's the way I feel. That album cover is sick as hell. It literally looks like hell is being released. But yeah, just it's Black Dahlia Murder being Black Dahlia Murder. What else can I say? Just very good stuff. Great melodic riffs and vocals, drumming, bass, very groovy bass. Definitely check out songs like Vlad, Son of the Dragon, The Fog, and yeah. Number 11, Deaf Heaven, New Bermuda. Metal elitists, give me all the fucking shit you want. I don't care. Yeah, these guys, not only do they have a lot of love, but also a lot of hate, because they're not true black metal. I could give a crap whether it's true black metal or not. Deaf Heaven are a post black metal / shoegaze band that do have some elements of just straight up black metal, especially with the vocals. And this is their third album. They've garnered a lot of attention over the years, especially the last couple of years, with albums like their debut Rose to Judah, Sunbather. So yeah, and I think this is the heaviest album they've released. My only gripe with it is that there's only 5 tracks. There's only 5 songs, but I think all 5 songs are very good, especially the song Baby Blue, which is probably my favorite off the album. Number 10. Now we're in the top 10. Ooh, here we go. Number 10, The Malkuth Grimoire by Alkaloid. At one point in the year, this was actually my album of the year. That was probably back in April and May. That was very early in the year, but it's still in the top 10 because it's a damn great album. This is fucking amazing stuff. It's progressive metal and I think death metal. I think. Don't hold me to that, but they mix in a lot of stuff. The opening track, which I can't remember the name of right now, is one of my favorite songs of the year. It's very good. I love the harsh and clean vocals. The progressive elements when they come in are just so damn good. And they have the death metal type vocals and also the death metal type riffs, and and they have progressive metal solos and all this. And this album is very long. It's about 72 minutes, I think. But it's definitely worth your time. So check it out. The Malkuth Grimoire by Alkaloid. Number 9. Enslaved in Times. This album has gotten, I think, some mixed reviews because they're not doing this progressive metal style. progressive black metal style, which I actually think really works for Enslaved. I really do. I loved this album. I really love it. The song "A Thousand Years of Rain," one of my favorite songs of the year. I just love that song. It's easily my favorite song off the album. I love when they do the black metal vocals, like the harsh black metal vocals, and then they go to the clean vocals. Like that's the more progressive metal side. And the chorus on "A Thousand Years of Rain" is very catchy, and I just love the instrumentation as well. And yeah, I just love the overall atmosphere this album builds, and yeah, I loved it. Now, number 8 is a tie. This is the only tie on the list. Number 8, it's a tie between Songs from the North 1, 2, and 3 by Swallow the Sun and Hammer of the Witches by Cradle of Filth. So yeah, got the digipack. I don't know if you noticed, but there's some like rips on the album, like right here. Yeah, I accidentally fucked up the casing because I spilled milk on it by accident, and some other CDs. This one got damaged the most, but the CD still plays. That's all that matters. But yeah, Swallow the Sun's album. It is an absolutely beautiful, amazing album, and I actually hope you have a lot of patience when it comes to music, because this is a very, very, very long album. This album is 2.5 hours. It's almost 3 hours long. There's 3 discs. It's basically 3 albums in one. Disc 1 is called Gloom. Disc 2 is Beauty. Disc 3 is Despair. And all 3 of the titles of the discs go perfectly with the atmosphere of the music. Disc 1 is like melodic, death doom, very beautiful stuff. Disc 2 is Beauty, which exactly that's what it is. It's beauty, the most beautiful and part of the album, and it's more acoustic type songs. And Disc 3, Despair, is Funeral Doom, which is beautiful as well, and very slow, of course, because it's Funeral Doom, but also atmospheric. Like, the atmosphere this album builds is just so great. And Hammer of the Witches, one of my favorite, like, extreme metal, black metal albums of the year. I know a lot of people don't like Cradle of Filth. I understand that, but I do. And I think this is a really damn good album. Right Wing of the Guardian Triptych is one of my top 10, top 15 favorite songs of the year, and that's easily my favorite song off the album. And yeah, Danny Filth, his lyrics about like mythology and mythological stuff, I just really love. And I like the female cleans on this album. Yeah, I just like everything about this album. Number 7, Field of Misery by My Dying Bride. Wow. If you want to listen to some very like slow and music with a lot of emotion, listen to this album. This album creates good atmosphere, but also it's depressing at times. It's just very depressing at times, especially when the clean vocals come in. It's very depressing, but still beautiful in a way. Especially the songs like the title track. I think another one's called I Once Loved You or something. Very depressing songs and very good doom metal. This is my doom metal album of the year. Number 6 is Wrath by Wrath. Yeah, they're called Wrath, but their name is spelled WRVTH. Of course, I saw these guys last week. They fucking blew me away. Like, I already liked these guys, but after seeing them live, I just love these guys now, and I want to hear all their albums. This is their 3rd one. And wow, just wow. What I love about these guys is the atmosphere and the emotion these guys create is so great, even kind of beautiful at times. On Metal Archives, it said they're like technical death metal and deathcore. I think they're more than just that, and they're from California, and I'm friends with all the members on Facebook, and they're all great dudes. I got it signed by all of the members. One of them couldn't sign it because he already left, but yeah, great stuff. Check out the songs like Malice, Endless Haze, Forlorn. Yeah, just very great stuff. And my favorite part about the album is probably the slow parts, when they do the real slow parts, and they have very good stage charisma. Yeah, they go from having slow parts to fast parts. Anyway, now the top 5. Number 5, Moon Lover by Ghost Bath. Wow, that's all I can say. This is my introduction to depressing, suicidal black metal. And wow, I'm glad I found these guys. This type of black metal, it's not for everyone. I understand that. So it's understandable if you don't quite like it. But I do. Not all of this style, but Ghost Bath I think do it very well. The song, I think it's called Golden Number, the second track. One of my top 10 favorite songs of the year. I just love that song a lot. And I love this album. You can just hear the depression and the sadness in the vocalist's voice when he does those shrieks and everything. Just wow. And a lot of times on this album, it actually sounds upbeat and lifting, which you don't ever hear in depressing suicidal black metal. You don't hear upbeat melodic riffs, but there is some on here. So yeah, so that's very different for this style of music. Number 4, Autumn Eternal by Panopticon. Austin, you're a fucking genius. That's all I gotta say. Of course, it's a one-man black metal band from Kentucky. The guy's name is Austin. I don't know his last name. My introduction to him was his album from last year, Roads to the North, which is an amazing album in itself. And this one, I don't know if I would say it's as good or better, but it's still a damn great album, and it's number 4 on my list. Not only does he have elements of black metal in there, he also adds folk music, bluegrass, and I think some other stuff as well. At one point you could be listening to very beautiful black metal with blast beats and screamed vocals, and then you could be listening to very beautiful bluegrass folk music. Just wow, it's just very beautiful stuff. Number 3, Beware the Sword You Cannot See by A Forest of Stars. This is another band Wyatt introduced me to, so again, thank you, dude. They're a psychedelic black metal band from the UK. They're the first psychedelic black metal band I've ever heard of. What can I say about this album? This album is so amazing, breathtaking. It blew me away, and it's very beautiful. Especially the clean female vocals, and when she plays the violin too. Excuse me. It's just very, very beautiful stuff. The song Drawing Down the Rain, one of my top 5 favorite songs of the year easily. Just, I love this album. Number 2, Meliora by Ghost. What more do I need to say? I don't have to tell you to check these guys out, because we all have, pretty much. These guys make some of the catchiest music ever. These guys just make very, very catchy, easy to listen to, and easy to get into music. Even if you don't listen to metal, I guarantee you will most likely love this. It's very easy to get into. And like I said, it just makes you want to sing along. Songs like Cersei, He Is, which are two of like my top 5 favorite songs of the year. Spirit, Mummy Dust, just From the Pinnacle to the Pit. Those are all damn great songs. And this is number 2. And number 1. If you know me, and I mean really, really know me, this is not going to be surprised that this is number 1 on my list. But for those of you who don't know, here it is. Cattle decapitation, the Anthropocene extinction. This is a fucking masterpiece. This album is a goddamn masterpiece in my honest opinion. This is the only album this year I gave a perfect 10 out of 10. And with this album, Cattle Decapitation have officially become my favorite band. They are my favorite band. Like, when they made Monolith of Inhumanity, I was thinking, how can they possibly top that? And I actually believe with this album, they have done just that. This is going to be on a lot of people's end of the year list, and this is also going to be in the top 5, top 10, and even at number 1 on a lot of people's end of the year list. And yeah. So there. But yeah. This is both Mike and me's favorite band. We saw these guys at Summer Slaughter. The only downside is that they only got to play for like 25 minutes, which is absolutely ridiculous. They should have been the headliner. They should have played for an hour. But still, this is amazing. Travis Ryan's vocals are sick as ever. Josh Elmo's guitar playing is amazing. Derek Eggman's bass is fantastic. Dave McGraw's drumming is absolutely great. Songs like The Prophets of Lost, Plagueborn, Clandestine Ways, Crocodile Rot, The Burden of 7 Billion, Pacific Rim, Oxe Ave Exidium are all amazing songs. There's not one bad song here. Every song is amazing. And it has my favorite song of the year, Manufactured Extinct. I can't even fucking tell you how many times I've listened to that song. But yeah, Anthropocene Extinction by Cattle Decapitation, number 1. So yeah, guys, sorry this video was long. It's almost at 40 minutes. But yeah, that's my top 40 metal albums of the year. Tell me if you agree or disagree with any of them. So yeah. And yeah, just remember, guys, again, it's my opinion. So yeah. And if you stuck through this whole video, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, just thank you guys for subscribing and watching me. I really appreciate it, guys. As always, keep it metal. And I will see you guys later. Bye.